Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the MediaByte channel. So today we are going to be talking about Jurassic World Rebirth, which I just saw that in theaters not that long ago and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So before we get into all that and why I liked the movie and why it was different than what I thought it was going to be and why I thought that was much better than what I was worried it was going to be, let's talk about other podcasts that I do. Slash It is horror movies. Exploring Cinema is all movies that are not horror movies. Diary of an Indie Filmmaker is all just my personal short film stuff. So it's all my worries about being a director, worries about being a writer, all that stuff is all linked into this, and it's hard merged together. So you can find those MediaByte Podcast Network podcasts in all of your favorite podcast apps, hopefully, and if they're not, let me know because I will add them there. And with that, let's just get into the video for today. So I saw Jurassic World Rebirth the other day. Jurassic World Rebirth the other day. Alex loves the Jurassic Park franchise, and I like the original trilogy, and I like Jurassic World. I didn't like the other two as much. This wasn't something I was like, oh my gosh, they have had a great track record. I just was like, okay, cool. Heck yeah, let's go see Jurassic World Rebirth. Why not? You know, why not? I'll get to watch the Odyssey trailer beforehand, so sure. And it's like, okay, awesome. And I absolutely loved the Odyssey trailer. That's not related to this, but that movie's going to be absolutely incredible. I'm worried it's not going to make a lot of money. Just a little bit. Because it's not I don't know if it'll hit the same way. I don't know if culturally it'll hit the same way. Hopefully it does. So I'm very excited to watch it. Alex just loves dinosaurs. So I was like, heck yeah, let's just go see this movie. Like, why not? Why not? I saw Superman again, right before or right after. I can't remember which one we watched first. So I liked it a lot, but I was genuinely dumbfounded at how much I liked this movie. I wish that these were the movies that Jurassic World, the three Jurassic World movies that aren't Rebirth, that I wish they were, because this movie was very, very good. This was what I liked about Jurassic Park, their original trilogy, that was missing from at least the last two Jurassic World movies, not the first Jurassic World. I think it's closer in the first Jurassic World. It's missing in the last two. First is the family that you meet that is basically non-existent in most of the trailers. The family that you meet in Jurassic World Rebirth is so charismatic, they're so tight-knit, and you genuinely care very, very much about them as people. I think that's what they have nothing to do with any of this. That is what is so awesome. You can relate to these characters because they're your pipeline into what's going on in the movies. And I don't think you get that with Jurassic World 2 or 3. I think you get that a little bit with Jurassic World, the first one, with the kids, but you miss that entirely in Jurassic World 2 and 3. That's all gone. In Jurassic World Rebirth, there's a pipeline into being outside of being the scientist and the adventurer who's out to try to take the DNA to create a cure, right? That's the plot, basically. That is just what makes this movie work so well for me, is there's such a deep connection to those family members. I don't know. That is what I liked about this movie. The other thing I really liked about this is it was scary at moments. It was genuinely scary at moments in this. I had a little bit of scariness in this movie, and that is part because of this one scene, which I'm not gonna tell you too much about, but there's a scene where there's a T-Rex and a river, and the scene with the T-Rex in the river is nail biting. I was literally because I loved it. I loved that scene so much. There's things I didn't like about it, like little logistical things or whatever, but it's a dinosaur movie. You're gonna have those issues, but outside of that, I think this worked really well. I thought Scarlett Johansson's character was great. I thought all of the mission that they're going out to do, it was great. I think all of that worked really, really well, and it's exactly what I would have wanted from a movie like this. I think it gets a little slow towards the end, maybe. kind of just like people doing too many things and too much stuff is happening. But I think it nailed it at the very, very end. I think the very, very end is really good. And the other thing I didn't feel like this, that I felt like a little bit in Jurassic World 2 and 3, is there are no moments in this that are purely for the trailer. It's just real. It's just the movie, and then they cut the trailer together. And that is also what I really, really like about this movie a lot. I thought that was pretty good. So that's my opinion. I liked Jurassic World Rebirth a lot, and I hope that you do too, because if you haven't watched it and it's still in theaters, check it out. You're gonna get Fantastic Four, and already by this point you're watching this, you've already gotten Fantastic Four. The theaters are probably out. If you still have it in your theater by the time you're watching this, go watch that, because it's really awesome. That's all I gotta say. Jurassic World Rebirth. It's awesome. It's fun. It's a fun movie. You know, it's not and the best movie of all time, but it is a heck of a time to watch in theaters, and I enjoyed it a lot. So if you are into dinosaurs, you like Jurassic Park. If you like the first Jurassic Park, I think you'll like this. If you didn't like Jurassic World 1, 2, 3, Jurassic Park 2, 3, you might like this one. That's my review. You might like this one. I can't tell you you will for sure, but you might like this one. So with that, you can follow all of us everywhere. Anything that I do. Media by Company is on Instagram. Media by Co is on Instagram. Media by Company is on TikTok. Patreon account. I did a Patreon on the commentary track on the Blair Witch Project, which you can go find that. You can either buy that specifically and not pay me monthly, or you can pay me monthly. So that's up to you. Or don't do any of it, and that's also perfectly acceptable. These are just little bonus things that you can get and help me further my dream into what I want to do for the rest of my life. So if you want to do that, that's where you can find that stuff. And if not, that's also perfectly cool. You can just watch these videos and I'll be more than appreciative. So thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.